Jumping out the sky, 40,000 now, only for tonight. Cause I love when we fly. Running for my life, I just jumped out the sky. I'm free falling, to be honest, I feel so alive. I've been trapped up inside, now I'm all taking flight. I hope I can hold on this moment for life. And no, if I go, I might be losing control. Better hold on to what I know. If I don't, will you stand by me, or will I have to jump all alone? No parachute, it's just me and you. I just need to know if you see it through as we're falling out the sky, yeah. Whoa. Jumping out the sky, 40,000 now, on a paradise, cause I love when we fly. The sun just hit you right, 100 Fahrenheit, and only for the night we can jump out the sky, out the sky, out the sky, out the sky, yeah, yeah. Out the sky, out the sky, out the sky, yeah, yeah. I just need to know, can you tell me, can you tell me? I just need
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Excited to have you guys with us right here on the Betting News Network. This is the All Sauce team. So stoked to have you guys with us to kick off your weekend, man. Sook's been living the weekend life for the past 3 weeks. He's still living the weekend life. He's still bobbing his head to our doggone river. Excited to have you guys here. My name is Daniel Collins. That's V-Sauce. That is just Sook. Excited to have you guys here. Boys, happy Friday. How we doing?
So good, man. I know Sook's in shambles, but it's Friday. The vibes are high. Summer League is popping. The Celtics are playing, and Hugo Gonzalez has 9 points so far in his Summer League debut.
Oh, my God. Let's go. It's exciting to watch you get excited about your team again. I miss that excitement from you. I don't think anything makes you cheese happier than that. It's maybe the Packers winning, but that's about it.
I'm looking forward to a lot of that this year, hopefully.
Enjoy Summer League, enjoy the Packers, because it's going to be a rough 82 for the Celtics.
We'll find out. We'll find out for sure. Thanks for stopping by. Brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. We're going to give you some stuff to bet in the WNBA today in the MLB. And Sook's going to maybe give you guys some Summer League action this evening. Go check it out at BetOnline with that QR code. Top corner of the screen. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you're watching us on Twitch, or if you're watching us on X, wherever you're consuming this content, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by for the vibes today. Give us a follow on those platforms if you haven't already. We go live every single day, give you a little bit of sports information, but mostly try to just have a bunch of fun with you guys. And if you enjoy the vibes, give us a subscribe or a like on one of those platforms. Friday, boys, we're still in the dead of summer, but it's been fun being able to still not have to worry about producing content every single day. I feel like we've been able to really churn it out and enjoy the vibes with the peoples. And we're going to have some fun with you guys today. We're going to talk about some NBA news. We're going to give you guys kind of our 3 standout performers so far from what we've seen in Summer League. It's really early still, so there's only been a couple games to kind of go off of, but some players that we kind of are starting to have our eye on a little bit just from what we've seen so far. And then we're going to jump into some bets. 2 WNBA games tonight. V, I think, has some baseball for the kiddos after going 2-0 yesterday. Congrats on not splitting the board. Yeah, you're still muted, though.
Muted.
Finally, 1-0 on the mute counter, boys. 1-0. Let's go.
1-0 on the mute.
Nothing me.
Yeah, it's okay. 1-0 the mute counter, 2-0 in the bets yesterday. That's all that matters. Indeed. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun as always. Posted the video yesterday of Shaggy and I's friendly wager that we're gonna be doing for the entire NFL season, and I think that we got an answer, boys, on what we're gonna wager. Asiatic came in pretty hot with a really good idea, but I'll have to talk with Shags and see if he's or our new employee Nate and see what he thinks about the whole situation. But getting excited. I'm getting excited for football. I know we're still in the summer. We're not going to actually talk football today at all with you guys, but I'm starting to feel that little twinge of excitement about the NFL being back soon. It's going to be fun.
Every single time we talk NFL, I get that little twinge in my I don't know, where do you get twinges?
The nether region, that part. It's one of those areas.
Boys. I'm a little unhinged today. I'll say some shit.
Please don't. I'm just glad your wife's not mad at you anymore. That's what matters.
There's time. There's still time in the day.
And see, there is a game in 20 days, the 31st of July. The Chargers. Is that the Hall of Fame game? Isn't that the first preseason game? So that is on the 31st of July. So the Chargers, I can't remember who they're playing. It's the preseason, but
Lions.
Better than no. Lions. Better than no football.
What the fuck? July 31st?
Yeah, baby.
I just said that. Did you not listen to the last 10 seconds of me talking?
Told you I'm unhinged and lost today.
In shambles. That's Sook
In
today.
shambles. July 31st, Sook. In 20 days. Wow, football.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome, Sook.
I don't know how I feel about this whole.
I don't know. I haven't been to
I don't
switch yet.
know how I feel.
You don't have to call me Daniel. You can still call me SPJ. I just, It's nice to have this for when we clip stuff and post things so people know that we're real human beings.
But you know what's going to be fun conversation, like when we're all out again and everything like that, and we say SPJ, and then somebody asks you, SPJ, like where do you get SPJ from Daniel Collins? And it's like, wait, let me take you on a ride.
Sit down, chat. Let's have a chat about it. It's funny because when I was growing up and I played basketball, all my homies that I played basketball with in high school and in middle school called me DC because my name is Daniel Collins, obviously. And so like they called me DC, which is a pretty cool nickname. And like I went by that. And I mean, even my dudes, I haven't seen a couple of my basketball homies in quite a while. But the last time I saw my other friend Daniel, I played basketball with, and we ran into each other in London, weirdly enough, because he was playing in EuroLeague. And I ran in, or one of his homies was playing. He was trying to play in EuroLeague, and one of his homies was playing in EuroLeague. I ran into him at a train station randomly, and he walked up. He's like, "Yo, DC," and I was like, "You must be from fucking Nashville, because nobody over here knows me as DC at all." And I was like, "What's up, dude?" He was DG, and I was DC. It was pretty funny. So,
that's hilarious.
Is
his name also Daniel?
Yeah, I just said that too. Are you guys listening to me? Am I actually speaking English today, chat? Am I talking out loud? Or are these guys just ignoring everything I'm saying?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh man,
what a good movie, man!
I gotta watch the new Karate Kid with Jackie Chan too. I gotta catch that.
Did you guys see the thing about Rush Hour that they started playing it again on like regular TV because it goes on pretty often? And then like. Now I'm going to say this nice and slow, so hear me, okay? They said this, and they basically posted something at the beginning that was like, this movie was made back in the early 2000s. A lot of the jokes were funny back then, but are very not PC anymore. Like they had to make a disclaimer because, there's that movie leans into the racial bias pretty quick, pretty hard, which is why it's hilarious.
Especially because Jackie Chan spends the first 15 minutes just pretending like he doesn't know English.
Yeah,
dude, they put that in the script because he actually did not know what the fuck was going on. He talks about it now. His English in the first Rush Hour was not very good. He had no idea what was going on in some scenes.
Yeah, big Jackie fan over here. Huge.
Dude, I watched when I was growing up. Whenever I would miss school for being sick or something, immediately would watch Rush Hour 1 and 2. Immediately, that was my go-to in the DVD. Both of them on DVD actually, and yes, but on DVD. Those things. Yeah.
There's something that just like hits about a movie that's on TV. You know what I mean? It just feels
spontaneous. It's serendipitous.
Yeah.
You know what
Which
I mean?
people don't really understand that anymore because we live in the streaming age. Kids can just press a button, watch. They don't understand what it means to have to sit through Disney Channel commercials. They don't understand what it means.
Goodfellas was a 6-hour movie on TV, guys.
Oh my God. Half a day was dedicated to watching that on TV. If Titanic played, just clear the calendar.
My God. I saw Titanic in theaters when I was like a child. And I remember walking out of the theater and looking up at the sun and being like, it's still light outside. Like watching that movie felt like an entire lifetime. That was, I love Titanic.
Great movie. Great film. Also, there's been a lot of cool stuff that's come out afterwards, how they filmed that movie and all like the way that it was put together. Yeah, this is also true. Very true.
That might be an entire day just even without the commercials.
Not to say, bro. If you got the DVDs, that's the whole day.
I do.
And yes.
Do you guys remember that I have like a 500 physical movie collection?
I do.
So on that. Yes, I do. I remember you telling because I listen to my friends. That's what I would listen. Remember what you told me when we were in Chicago. The second thing is Betsky told me that he has like a ginormous vinyl
collection.
What is the word? Collection. Thank you. And when I believed him, but I didn't understand the gravity of how big it was.
But you saw it, right?
I saw it when I was in Arizona, and dude, it is massive. He has a ginormous collection.
Can I just say Betsky is like
of vinyl.
Betsky's like the fucking coolest guy. Is he
Yeah.
not? Like, he's a cinephile. Like, I love movies, but Betsky's a fucking cinephile, bro.
Yeah,
I had
Betsky's
a-
one of one. Like, there's
one of
nothing he doesn't know about. Like, his vinyl
No.
collection is not just the death metal that he's always on about on like the timeline. He's got rap. He's got like
Oh.
electronic music. He's got all kinds of different like African beats. He
He's
is
a
a
connoisseur.
connoisseur of everything that is nice in this world, and that's why he's so fucking cool.
Oh, he's one of the coolest.
He
We're gonna have to
texted
clip
me
this and
last-
send it to him.
Oh yeah, Betsky, if you're watching this, we love you. I actually he texted me last night because he's been on a little bit of a break with no hockey because we were talking about planning for the fall and Puckett and all that jazz and making some plans and stuff. And he texted me, he's like, "Yo, let's talk on the phone tomorrow." And we were both, because we're old and so we like to talk on the phone. And so he texted me. I was like, "Are you free?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so we started chatting, and I looked up and had been an hour and 20 minutes, and we had been talking on the phone for like an hour and 20. That's standard for me and Betsky. We just start gabbing about, hey, how are you? Hey, how's this? Oh, this thing and this thing. And then we're like, oh, wait, we need to talk about the things we were going to plan on talking about. So yeah, vibes are high, But anyway, let's boys, let's talk a little bit about some news. We've got a bunch of stuff that's been good. Not too much to get to today. And, we got to talk about the Lakers a little bit. Well, then we'll jump into talking about some of our favorite kind of standouts so far in the summer league that we're seeing. And then we'll jump in and give you guys the bets that we like tonight. But this came out today. Kind of a weird story. And we'll just kind of break it down. I'll give you guys just like the basics of what this story kind of looks like right now. So it came out today, apparently, that LeBron James didn't know about the fact that he didn't know that the Lakers were being sold. Like, he didn't know that the ownership group was changing, but Luka was told before that. And this is all according to reports at this point. So we don't know anything about anything at this particular point. Apparently, it's also come out that LeBron James also has been told, or is being told in some fashion, that he is going to be not a member of the Los Angeles Lakers after the spring of 2026. So we don't have to spend too much time on this, because I actually don't think hey, let's go. What's up, Rusty? Also,
Rusty.
Welcome back, Rusty. I'll play the song.
15 months for Rusty.
That is dedication.
That's a
right
streak.
There. That means you love us, Rusty.
Happy anniversary.
We're in our fourth trimester, baby.
We're in our fourth trimester. Holy fuck.
Thanks, Rusty. Appreciate you, man. Love you. All right. I'm going to give my 2 cents on this real quick. I'll let you guys go. I think this is all a bunch of horse shit. I think this is all a bunch of them trying to just fill the time in the summer. I won't believe this to be true until we get actual information from like LeBron James and the camps and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a tiny bit of truth to some of it, but I don't believe any of it, to be very honest. I think that this is kind of just filling the time in the summer, in my opinion.
Sook, go ahead.
I'm confused because it's Windy. Windy's been the LeBron whisperer. We've talked about this on the program before. He kind of has mirrored LeBron's career, following him from Ohio to wherever he goes, to the big leagues, from just in newspapers to ESPN, and LeBron going from high school to the NBA. Windy's always been there right next to LeBron, lock and step. So this is like the only thing that's confusing me, because we talked about this before and I legit got like triggered and I was like, why are we talking about this? It's stupid. He's not going anywhere. But like, it's very weird how these stories have kind of persisted, and that has made me kind of like interested in what's going on. And maybe I'm falling for these guys trying to clickbait me right now, and hopefully that's not it. But like, what do you guys think? That why has this gone on for so long, even though they got Ayton now and they've been making other moves and they still have flexibility? Like, what the hell is going on that this continues to persist?
I completely agree with what you're saying. So that was my first reaction to this. I was like, wait, what the like slow news day? But the fact that it came from Windy is kind of interesting to me, because like you said, long time, like clutch media asset, Brian Windhorst, right? We know he does. There's a reason he was put on ESPN when LeBron made his move to Los Angeles, right? It's because it's the biggest market, the biggest player, and they want every single piece of news that comes out that has to do with him. Is this LeBron's camp putting this out there, whether it's true or not? I don't understand, if you were the Lakers, why you would put this out there, or anyone. It has to be somebody from that camp putting this out there, and it only adds to the things that we saw I'm gonna his agent's name, Rich Paul, say to the media after he opted in. The comments about this team isn't ready. We know that they're looking to the future. Blah blah blah. Now, whether or not there was a contract for LeBron to sign or an extension even on the table, maybe he didn't have one on the table this year. I don't know whether that's true or not. But this feels like something that either is completely bullshit or came out of LeBron's camp, because I don't know. Maybe they want everyone to know that he's not just looking for a trade, that the team's also looking to move in a different direction. Now, I'm not saying that this is being made up. I'm saying that it's something that, to help LeBron's case, you would want to put out there or have out there and let them know what's going on behind the scenes. It's not just.
Or do you think they're just making a mess, SPJ? A mess for, I've said this before, season 23, no one's ever done it. He's going to take over that number now. Do you think he's just, for his one last hurrah, SPJ, that they're just making an absolute fucking mess so that they like overcome everything?
No, I don't think that's the case. I think that I do agree that this feels like it's either something big or it's either a bunch of nothing. Like, it's either I think we can all agree that the writing is on the wall that the Los Angeles Lakers are about to move in the direction of building their franchise around Luka Doncic. Like, that's not a secret anymore. Like, that is the case because LeBron's 40 years old. It's just a matter of how you do the handoff. Like, is it clean? Is it comfortable? Is it get a little messy? Like you said, do they want to create that mess now? And then this season is just turmoil city and then you don't know what's going to happen. It could also be the fact that they are opening up the door, because I'm pretty sure that the Cavaliers said that the only reason they would get LeBron or even entertain the idea would be if they could. I don't know the exact verbiage of this, but like they don't want to. They have to get him as like a free agent. I think isn't that the way you would say it? Like they want him as an asset like that, not as they want to trade for him. So that would require some finagling of situations. So. I don't know, and I don't really care, to be very honest. I thought it was weird that it got so much traction on the timeline today. And I mean, we obviously had to talk about it because this is technically our NBA show. But I don't know. It does feel kind of weird. It does feel strange. It's also weird. Have you guys noticed that we haven't really heard a lot from LeBron in the past month or so? Like, he's obviously on vacation with his family. Like, he's still doing his podcast with Steve Nash.
The KD pod dropped.
I mean,
that
might have been.
That back in Ohio playing golf. He had a hat on. It said "Welcome home," and I'm just saying, LeBron is not somebody that's like, you know,
he doesn't do anything that's not. Movement. Yeah, he doesn't things that make sense.
Just to put this out there too. Sorry, I had a thought. With all of this going on, and did you guys put any stake in the fact that DeAndre Ayton at his press conference said Luka called me, but LeBron didn't? LeBron's the best teammate in the world, man. You can't make a phone call.
I don't think that's true necessarily. I think that might have been.
He said he hadn't spoken. It's not that he hasn't spoken to him yet. I'm not saying LeBron's still not calling him, but at that point, Luka's already reached out. Don't you think that maybe your guy LeBron maybe should have or would have?
What's weirder
in this situation?
What's weirder, boys? LeBron not calling Ayton or Wemby calling every Spurs draft pick and introducing himself as, "Hey, I'm Victor and I play for the Spurs."
Yeah,
both weird for different reasons.
I'll tell you the weirdest thing was Jason McIntyre comparing fucking DeAndre Ayton to Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid.
Oh
my god!
You got baited. You got masturbated.
He doubles down the next day saying, "You know what the Lakers' missing piece is, boys? Can I tell you? It's Bradley fucking Beal. That's the Lakers' missing piece."
I mean, dude, that's not a bad piece.
I don't know why that guy has a job. I really don't.
Howard likes him. Howard likes his nuts cradled. Anyway.
Also, like his voice is annoying. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, but just to answer the question in chat from Cash Money, how accurate do we think that the news of LeBron not enjoying playing with, or Reeves and LeBron not liking playing with Luka? I don't think that's true whatsoever. I don't believe that at all, man. No. Like, I think that I
saw them smiling on the court together.
They were playing well.
Games. They were about to be a top 4 seed. Come on.
Yeah. They were playing great. Luka, Austin Reeves, okay, I will say that it's always going to be a little bit of like, it takes getting used to. Like, that's fine. You know, what's up, Ghost?
He got us
every time. Welcome to the show. Also, Patch, what's up, chat? Hello. Welcome. Thanks for being here. It's always just a transition period when you bring in a ball dominant player in sports. It's like if you it's like when any sport, when you bring in any team sport, when you bring in another big time player, it just takes some time to fit in. But like Austin Reeves said, yeah, it took a little time to adjust, but like I'm getting just as many offensive opportunities as I was before. And now I'm not the second option on this team anymore. I'm the third option, which is I'm getting an even better defensive matchup. So it's like they've all accepted that the roles, and even LeBron. And I mean, LeBron doesn't like go out of his way to say like in the huddles in the games. And he was like, Luka, you got to be you, man. This is your team. Like, come on now. Like this is, he understands, like, I don't know. I just think that this is all a bunch of horse shit that's going to end up blowing over and it's not going to matter. Or LeBron's going to get traded and he's going to go to Cleveland. Like, it's either one or the other, in my
opinion. 700 on some books for him to end up there.
I don't hate it. I said it to you guys a month ago.
I mean, do you guys remember that clip that was like JT and JB when all the beef was happening and people were like, oh, move on from one or the other? And they had that interview and they just looked at each other and they went, you want to win? He goes, yeah. He want to win. I want to win. That's the same thing with the Lakers. Like Luka and LeBron, they want to win. Sorry, Lil Luka.
You can say all you want. You can say all you want about LeBron James and his antics outside the court, but nobody can argue when he gets between those four lines. That guy only wants to win basketball games. Like that guy wants to win basketball games and wants to win championships. Same for Luka. When he gets on the court, he turns into another fucking human being and he wants to win fucking basketball games. And I think that they're going to figure out a way to do that, even if it's this iteration of this team or whatever moving forward. But
did you guys watch the LeBron KD pod with Steve?
Not the whole thing. I need to sit down and watch the whole thing. It was good though. It was
These
good.
Motherfuckers threw shade at
MJ.
Yeah,
really?
They were like KD was like some guys decided they wanted to go play baseball because
I saw that clip.
Yeah, insane.
I saw that clip. Did Steve Nash have any responses to that? Rebuttals? I could see Bron and KD. Okay, he didn't have his 2 cents about it too.
Steve is definitely very reserved on that pod. Very much.
I will say this though, like I don't think it should be coming from them, right? But there is something to be said about the fact that not only did his body survive 22 coming up on 23 seasons, but his mind survived 23 seasons, right? He didn't stray from anything, no bad news stories, nothing. We're gonna sit here and look like, hey, did he have to retire for a year because of some issues? Or what was the situation? You know what I mean? We're never gonna have those conversations in relation to LeBron. And I'm not a Glazer, but like there's something to be said about that.
I don't think that you need to look at it as a competition between the two. Can we just respect both of these players for being the best in both of their respective generations and have that be it? Like there doesn't need to be a who's better conversation. They're both incredible basketball players. They both reset the mark for what the benchmark is to be an incredible basketball player.
Well, DC, I'll turn it into a barbershop moment, DC.
Okay. All right.
Let's pick here right now. No explanation. LeBron or MJ? I'll go first. I'll break the ice. I'm going LeBron.
I hate this conversation so much. Like I'm gonna go MJ still.
Just pick.
I hate MJ.
I hate it. Chat, let us know what you guys think. I hate this conversation too. My answer is LeBron. I've loved LeBron since he got drafted. I never saw Michael Jordan as a proper adult human being, which makes my opinion of him different than MJ was incredible, and he was the first at that particular point to do the things that he had ever done, so he has that point. But for me, my personal opinion, based on what I've watched as a basketball fan, LeBron James will always be my GOAT. So,
all right. We can probably cap this conversation, but enough of this GOAT talk. I just want to have this on video one time. Let me leave you guys. We're talking about Cleveland and LeBron. Maybe that happens, but there's another team in the Eastern Conference, a wide open Eastern Conference, that he's played before, that he's won 2 championships with. And now just hear me out. Here, just listen to the starting lineup. They just added Norm Powell. They whiffed again on fucking KD and multiple other superstars. But you have some assets. You have most, if not all, of your draft picks. And you have good young talent. You can put out a starting lineup. I don't know money-wise. That's why Sook isn't going to tell me if I need to shut the fuck up. But Hero, LeBron, and Bam, you got a guy like Norm.
You would have to move either Hero or Bam.
Move Hero.
That's too much money.
They do, but the thing is they're already talking about how much he's going to get paid and how it's not going to be a good contract no matter what the situation, because somebody's going to give it to him. Do you move on from that for 2 years of LeBron? I don't know. That's what I wanted to say.
I thought you hated it.
I'll entertain this with you. And let's play general manager on this, and then we'll move on. We'll give our 3.
You play salary cap, okay?
No. Just this is kind of fantasy land, sort of. But let's just play this game. We're gonna give our 3 favorite summer league players that we've noticed so far that kind of jump off the page, and then we're gonna jump into the bets for today. Let's play general manager. If you were Rob Pelinka / Pat Riley, and you guys had a coffee meeting like him and Nico did, I guess, and you said, "I'll give you Braun, you give me Bam," would you do the trade?
If I'm Rob, yes.
I mean, I feel like that's a decent trade at this particular point. Like the Heat could then go with Kel'el Ware as their starting center / forward. You could probably fill the gap with Jovic or Jaquez, and then LeBron, Hero, and Norm, and you can compete in the East. And then you get Bam with Ayton. That's an incredible 1-2 punch with Luka and Reeves and fucking Rui, or I don't know, whoever you want. I feel like that's a decent opportunity for both teams.
I think that also one thing here
a little bit there.
I don't think LeBron. I think LeBron is the one that shuts that trade down because he's one of the few players that has a no trade clause. So he could shut that down, thinking, "You're gonna send me to Miami to play with Tyler fucking Hero? Like, just leave me where I'm at, man." And so
I like my little white guy I got over here. I'm good with my little white dude.
Maybe that's why he opted in, to take control of his situation. Because if he doesn't, maybe they don't give him a new trade clause on the extension, right? And then they can send him wherever they want, which is exactly what you don't want in year 23.
It's an interesting point. The way you said that, I was like, I mean, you could make that work possibly. But if Braun says no, then yeah, you ain't doing that. Also, you got to think about it from the perspective of, whatever. We don't have to keep going on this. We can spend the rest of the show having more conversations about fantastical NBA offseason things. But there is stuff to talk about for today.
Hey, somebody free Sabonis, man.
Oh, God. Can we get
somebody free the Kings from Vivek and Sacramento? Like, dude, why?
What are they doing?
Yeah. I have a friend here, locally. He's a Kings fan. And I'm like, why would you subject yourself to that? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, man, sometimes you got the heart wants the heart wants. I'm a Titans fan, so here we go. So we didn't. I discussed this with Sook on Talk Your Talk, so we don't have to go on this too long. But I want your opinion on this, V. Do you think that the Thunder overpaid Chet? Do you think that was a good contract to give Chet at this particular point, or would you have waited another half season or another season to wait and give him that contract? And they obviously have all been they've all been max extended at this point. SGA, Chet, and Jalen Williams, which that Jalen Williams news happened. Was that yesterday? Yesterday. Do you like the Chet move?
For me, it's a little bit of like you got to do it. You know what I mean? You can kick the can down the road, but the price only gets higher. Salary cap's only going to go up again next year, and the price tag is then now going to be whatever it is. The salary cap will increase, but is it going to increase enough to reflect how much more you're going to have to pay Holmgren? Probably not, right? And the other thing with this situation too is you have to pay him at this point. He gave you big minutes at big times. He hasn't been fully healthy, but you see what he can do. He's now an NBA champion, and he's the 3rd best player on this team. And the best thing about the situation is all of those 3 players are all birds' rights players. They can go over the salary cap to sign them. Yes, they might still be limited by other things and have to pay a high amount of tax. But these are the 3 guys that you want to set yourself up with, because if you look at it, you got guys like Cason Wallace and the other Jalen Williams and stuff like that are going to have to come up on contract and only going to get better. But they have the draft picks to replace those players. That's what's interesting about this situation, where in Boston, you don't have that, right? But this is a Thunder team that have picks from teams that are going to be giving them picks in the top 20 for the next couple of years. They've also drafted really well. They've developed talent even better. And this is this is Sam Presti doing what he did with the Thunder so many years ago. But again, and this time it worked. This time they won the championship, so everybody got the big contracts. When they lost, Harden got shipped out. Nobody got the big contract, and they built around 2 guys. This is him not making the same mistake, I think, twice.
I will. Sook and I talked about this the other day, and I mostly agreed with what he said. And I just was trying to compare it to the Paolo deal, which I think is maybe not as good of a transition. But the one thing I will say about this, which I saw after the fact, was the breakdown of the next 5 years of how the Thunder are going to be actually paying these guys monetarily and how it hits their cap. And this is why it's really important, chat. Next year, the 2025-2026 season, I think it's like 86 million or something like that, a cap hit for those 3 contracts put together. The next 4, it's all 100+ million. So basically the Thunder have bought themselves another year of these guys on max contracts with paying I don't know, 20% or 15% of the deals. So they're kind of more backloaded, which means that if Chet has another meh season, gets hurt, you don't feel as good about building your franchise around him moving forward. He's a much easier asset to move because of them having one more season of maybe getting to the promised land again, and then they can reassess on how they feel because they didn't pay them $150 million altogether this particular season, which is why those contracts, the way that they're broken down, especially nowadays and in the NFL too, the way they do it is so important to look at how much are you paying them now versus how much are you paying them over the entire stretch of the contracts, which is just fucking chess, dude.
And like Sook always says, sometimes these big contracts make things easier to move because you can bring more money back in a sense.
Exactly.
You can bring different players back. You have more like not if the player's going to be good. I'm not talking about a Bradley Beal-esque contract. I'm talking about a young player who is like still not even close to his prime, right? So this could look like a great contract. It could look like an overpay. It all depends on Chet. And I think right now you had to do it.
Sure.
100%. You just won. Got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I do still stand on the take, though, that I think that Paolo deserved the money more than Chet did. I still stand firm on that.
That's today's NBA, though. Like
it's just I know. You're just getting the rookie max. That's just what it is.
That's it.
Everybody gets it.
Shea, Shea had the biggest deal this summer, and then Devin Booker topped it annually, right? It's always going to be like that. Whether Booker deserves it or not, it's about who got paid at a later date at this point.
Also, chat, we can all agree on this panel and for you guys as well in the chat. Herb Jones, good contract. We won't say any more about that. Let's move on and talk about spectacular contract. Really good move by the Pelicans to keep him around for what they paid him. Okay. 3 favorite. We don't spend too much time on this because there's not been a lot of games. Off the top of the dome, so I'll tee you up first because you've been talking about this guy. He had a great game yesterday. I'm assuming you're going to talk about the Dallas Mavericks rookie we've seen in Summer League so far. One player that stands out to you, what we've seen so far in Summer League in the first week or so.
I'm going to cheat. I've loved what the Thunder have brought with AJ Mitchell and Topic, but we saw it last night with Ryan Nembhard, boys, and I did not get to play it straight, but I talked about it on Talk Your Talk and before. He's just an absolute hooper. Gonzaga continues to produce NBA pro athlete after NBA pro athlete, and I really do think that we've got a lot of low-key, very good players in Summer League that are going to surprise and steal minutes coming into the NBA season here. And Ryan Nembhard might be right at the top of the list. We saw Andrew in the stands. That family they got a chip on the shoulder when they play basketball, and it's fun to see. The Mavericks got a good one.
Did you hear the story that the announcer told about Andrew Nembhard putting Ryan Nembhard's head through a wall because they were fighting? Yeah.
You sent us that, but it's good for chat to hear that too.
It was fantastic. And then I think exactly what you said, Suk. He's been fantastic. And the thing you said about the Thunder, I don't know if you saw their post game, but it was the same vibes, towels on heads and everything like that. And it's like there's a culture from top down. It doesn't matter G League, Summer League, NBA.
Bro, there's somebody on their roster that dropped 19 last game, undrafted from Alabama. This guy's name is Chris Youngblood.
He literally said it. He said it. He's like, these are my brothers. It doesn't matter if you were drafted or not. Look at the energy. And everybody's there because he had 19. He was the reason they won. And it was just like an absolute culture. And it's hard, I think, to sometimes bring that same culture. Well, it's hard to get it on your squad, but to have that go down all the way, fantastic to see.
I think it's cool. The Thunder have been working on this for the past couple of years to build that culture, but at this point, it's an easy bag of tricks to sell. You just won the championship, so you can just say, "You want to come play with us? We just won the chip. Let's go win another one." That's an easy sell.
You know what's crazy?
Who coached the Summer League team? Dagnall started here G League coaching this level, so I think it's a little bit of him establishing a culture from the top down.
He was Caruso's Summer League coach back in the day.
Yeah. I remember that graphic popping up on the when the finals. I'm gonna go first, V, before you go, because I don't want you to steal my guy because we didn't talk about it. Now, chat, you guys remember last year when we had this conversation and I told you guys that I thought Stephon Castle was going to be really good in the NBA and was going to cook, and he ended up obviously being very good for the Spurs. I'm going with another Spur rookie, but I'm not going with Dylan Harper. I think Carter Bryant is going to be so good for the Spurs this year. He is going to be awesome in their second unit. Such a good defender, but I saw a couple clips of him in their game. dude, this guy just has that oomph about him. He's a communicator. He's a dog defensively. This guy is going to get some bona fide minutes for this team. He's going to bring some fire. He's got some Dyson Daniels in his game a little bit too. A little bit of defensive je ne sais quoi, that kind of just like get the ball, knock it around, like just a pest. But he's huge. He's a big dude, can score. This guy's going to be fun to watch on this Spurs team. I think that obviously Harper's going to be good too, but I think this Carter Bryant dude's going to be. I didn't know a lot about him coming out of college in Arizona, obviously, because I'm not a huge CBB guy, but I mean, this guy's a hooper. And just again, watching him communicate with his other players and other teammates in the summer league, this is when you find out these guys and what they're like. Because you don't really find out a little bit about talent because you got drafted because you have talent. You find out about how they fit in with other players, how they are like day to day, like what they're like as human beings, like what they're like as ballers, and like guys got it from what I can tell. So I'm excited to see him develop and see if he's going to be an actual player for the Spurs this year. And if he is, look out. I think it could be fun to bet
And
on
rumor was on draft night that they were considering trading up. And then when they spoke to other teams, nobody had him at that high on their draft board. So they just sat back comfortably and waited for him.
Dude's a dog. You're going to
suck 3 blocks last game.
Yeah. You're going to love this guy, man. He is like Sook. If Sook could create a player, this would be Sook's create a player. The Spurs are going to be fun this year, man. I know we keep talking about it, but as long as all those pieces fall into place, they're going to be really fun to watch, especially with all the young talent they have too. So, yeah, Carter Bryant's been impressive to me so far.
I like that pick. But not to take us backward, boys, before V goes, one thing just dawned on me. If the Thunder don't win the championship in 2026, they could easily turn around and look at Milwaukee and go, hey, Chet, Topic, a shitload of draft picks. Give us Giannis.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I was going to say to you before we had this when we were talking about this, that the way that they front loaded this contract, or the way that they backloaded this contract is they could then in that crazy 2027 summer throw Chet in with Topic, with maybe a Wiggins, with maybe a couple of other picks, like you said, or something, and get a Giannis and get I don't know, somebody else, a Jokic or something, and like really go to town once again. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Who you like, V, in summer?
You muted. Goats are muted. Goats are so muted.
So
Goats are very muted.
The 2 mute buttons got me, man. They
stop using one or the other.
I'm down to the mute buttons.
Who's been impressive to you in summer league?
So it's no rookies. Like, obviously, there have been impressive rookies, but there's a couple of guys I want to highlight without getting too deep into any of them. But they're all guys that are entering their second year. A guy like G.G. Jackson, who I think is going to have a much bigger impact on a Grizzlies team this year. I don't know if you guys know this, but one of their first summer league games did 27 points with this Grizzlies squad. And not just that, 3 of these Grizzlies players, young kids, had 20-plus points. Cam Spencer, 23 points. Then you have a guy like Jalen Wells, who's been playing fantastic for this Grizzlies squad in Summer League. On the other side, a guy that we kind of bet on at the end of the year, Bryce Sensabaugh. He had 37 in that same game, boys. Like these guys in their second year, they've been kind of playing their asses off, I think, because they also know that the reason they're in Summer League is because the coaches still need to see something. If they'd already seen what they wanted to see, you wouldn't be here. You'd be prepping for training camp. But this is a situation where these are young kids, and they're still young enough where they are playing big minutes here in Summer League. Another guy, Yves Missy. He didn't have the best game from the field the other day, but if you heard Corey Brewer, he's an assistant coach now in New Orleans, talking about him, he's like, he feels comfortable this year. And after everything Sook had to say about him last year, after the way we bet him, after the way he cashed our lotto last year with that double-double, he had 13 rebounds, 6 of those on the offensive glass in his last Summer League game. Yeah, the shooting will come, I think, especially in a Summer League game, but that's not what he's going to be doing. He probably won't be taking 14, 15 shots in an NBA game. You got to hit the glass, rebound hard, and the aggressiveness on the offensive glass is exactly what I want to see. So just like players in their second year, and I think that could have a much bigger impact with the way their rosters have changed around this year.
I mean, Jordan Poole's there now. He's going to have a lot of opportunities to rebound the basketball in New Orleans. So, yeah, I like that. I like all those players. I mean, Sensabaugh was somebody you kind of sniped a few times last year for the Jazz. The Jazz are going to be interesting this year, man. I mean, you still got Laurie there, who, I mean, I still think Laurie can be a really great player in the NBA. And They're the lowest win total on the board. I know Sook has different feelings about Collier, but if he takes another step in the right direction, he's looked good in summer league too. I don't know, man.
This team he's good.
I know.
You hated when I made fun of him that one
It's
time.
funny that this is just going to be an ongoing thing now.
Hey, that Jazz team last year had more turnovers than any team ever had in a decade as a team. And Isaiah did his best to contribute to that.
Well, it already came out. The reason why they traded John Collins and the reason why he had so many DNPs because of, he had a boo-boo was because he was winning them too many games. He was doing too good on the court. So they were like, no, we can't have John out there.
That's a crazy.
Well, like you pointed out, his 3-pointer skyrocketed last year.
He was trying to put good stuff on tape so we could get the fuck out of Utah. And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Another crazy pickup, man. Great pickup. And I think that was they got him for nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be awesome on the Clippers this year, man. If he has a good season like he did last year, him and Zubac down low is going to be nasty work for the Clippers.
And then you got a guy like Lopez coming off the bench. They loaded up, man. They loaded up, and not in a, maybe a traditional way that you think, but they brought back Harden. You got Kawhi. You have let Norm go. Yes, that sucks, but you kind of reloaded in a different way, and I like it.
I do too. I mean, we liked this team going into the playoffs last year because the way they were cooking going into the offs. I think it's going to just depend on Kawhi Leonard again. If Kawhi Leonard can play it, we didn't even see him play a full healthy season last year. If he plays a full healthy season this year, they could be top 3 or 4 in the West again, in my opinion, with the roster that they've done.
Zoo is fucking fantastic. Both
dude, Zubac could be the second best center in the Western Conference behind Jokic this season.
Oh, what about Sengun?
What about Sengun?
He's very underrated on the defense.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying that, like, we saw Zubac take a step. Maybe he takes another step. Who knows? What is he, 26?
A little bit older. I think he's 28, 29.
Really? I thought he was like 26 or 27.
Spent a good amount of years on that Lakers.
28, okay. So in his prime. So, yeah. All right. We've gotten so derailed, but it's okay. I think Chad's having a good time. Let's talk some bets for tonight. Are we done talking kind of summer league stuff now? I don't know. Yeah. So do you have some bets you want to talk about for summer league, but kind of send us into the betting aspect of the show?
Yeah, I am. I've got a couple games circled. I'm waiting for props on them. They'll likely drop right before, but anybody that wants to bet, I really do like the over in the Bulls Raptors game, 177.5. I think that's going to be a banger of a game. Matthias Bezalis suiting up for Chicago, and the Raptors team has an enormous amount of NBA talent on their roster. I actually have the Raptors pegged to win Summer League, so I have that bet in. And I also have it circled for that LA Clippers Rockets game, and also that final game of the night. The pesky Portland Trailblazers taking on the Warriors. I think there's going to be a lot of player props if you can find them on your books. But otherwise, I do like the Raptors to win. I like the Rockets to win because I just think Reed Shepherd goes absolutely bonkers here. We've talked about this before so many times. He spent the entire season playing practice with that Rockets team. That Rockets team was absolutely fantastic. You don't think Reed Shepherd is going to come out here in Summer League and just be like a cut above some of these guys?
Did you see also the news that came out that they totally did not want to include him in the deal for KD because they believe that he's going to be a big part of their second unit? Like they believed in him more than Cam Whitmore. Like they wanted him as like the leader of that second unit versus the Cam Whitmore experience. That's got to feel good as a second-year player to go out there with a little bit of like backing from your organization to like, yeah, all right, I'll go be for you guys.
Reed went third. He's a premier draft pick.
They just were clogged up at that spot. You know what I mean? That's exactly why they want him there. They don't want a Cam Whitmore who's a great isolation player and going to get you buckets. They want a guy on the perimeter, catch, shoot, and then can possibly bring up the ball and lead the offense with the second squad if he needs to.
But right before we get into this baseball, boys, make sure you guys tap in and see if you can get some player props in that final game with the Warriors and pesky Portland, because Ryan Rupert is a forgotten Frenchman, very good, 6'8", 6'9", very, very good. And SPJ, your boy, will be suiting up for Portland as well. Yeah, he will be playing tonight from what I'm seeing. I think he definitely has a chance because this Warriors team looks small, and we might find out what he's made of today. And you're seeing a lot his points line for plus money for just 15 points. I don't know if I'd take that. I think I'd maybe try to snipe the 7 rebounds. But from what I'm seeing on most books, they're dropping lines about half an hour before game. So keep an eye out.
Are you guys down to put a side or a total in the? I don't want to do a prop because we can't really across most markets, but we can do sides or totals for our parlay today. You guys,
I'd be down to take Portland +4.
Portland +4.
Mm-hmm.
I can get down with that.
I'm so
late night,
Portland, back in the mix.
Late night tuck us in. Hanson Yang triple double to start it off. Don't get me excited.
There are no dog days, boys.
Here it is, stop at double, triple double,
straight into the TD. I don't. You know what? Daniel, not soft Collins. That's what I am. Chat.
DC.
No, I'll always be SPJ for you guys.
Oh, sorry. And I had one last thing circled. Yannick Conan Niederhauser from Switzerland playing on the Clips. He's a big body. He's played on the Swiss national team. He's had a lot of experience. He's played well in college. I'm not seeing his rebounding line now, but if that rebounding line is playable around 7, I think that he has a chance to play very good. And it's not just because his name is Yannick Conan Niederhauser.
That's a mouthful.
That's a name and a half right there. Chat. Listen to Sook when he tells you these things. If you have a book that you can bet some player props, because he tried so hard yesterday to bet Nimhard 15+ and it was air and he was like +800. So, tap in, get involved. We're going to put the pesky Portland +4 as the first leg of our parlay, the take us home, tuck us in piece. V, take us to the diamond. We'll finish off the show talking with some 2 WNBA games. We'll cook the parlay and then we'll send you guys off to enjoy your weekend. But Sauce Man, fresh off 2-0. Let's do it again.
Let's please do it again. Let's start off soft. Ketel Marte over 1.5 total bases. This is just a situation where the wind is blowing towards the outfield at about 12 miles per hour down at Angel Stadium. Ketel has 11 of his 18 home runs on the road. He's been a little bit tougher against left-handed pitching, but this is a guy who has just been on an absolute different planet this year. He's got 18 home runs on the year. He's one of the Diamondbacks' most consistent hitters. And in these kinds of weather conditions, I just feel like it's a great spot for Ketel Marte to maybe get one over the fence, but we'll go a little soft, take the bases. And then next, we're going back down to Sutter Health Park. If the Athletics are playing at home, I'm probably betting 2 to 3 guys. Today, we're going with the young kid, Addison Barger, for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's got a great matchup here, lefty that just absolutely a righty that mashes lefties. I love this spot for him. Over 1.5 total bases at +100. Wind is blowing once again. We saw what happened yesterday in that game and all weekend. Last weekend. I think that we're going to see more of the same. So give me Barges over 1.5 total bases +100. I did take the home run here too at +375. It's Friday. Of course, we're betting home runs. Of course, unless you're Sook. Sook's not betting home runs.
He does in his own little corner. Just would never tell us out loud. Never. All right, Sauce Man. Which do you want to roll with? One of the Athletics again, or do you want to go with Marte?
Give me Barger. I got confidence in that park, and I think +100 is a good price.
Should we take the HRR again, like we did with? I mean, Rooker hit his bases anyway yesterday, so that was free. But
I am down for the HRR as well.
Well, I don't even see it. So
bases it is.
Bases it is. I'm seeing. Where's Barger? Why am I not seeing this person? Oh, there he is. He's -130. You got a great number on that for 2 bases. All right. Yeah, the Angels will definitely let Marte cook. I was kind of leaning more the Marte direction. But if you really like Barger, then we'll go that way. Especially because also Ketel messed up a bunch of people yesterday with lots of tickets he sold. And you know how that usually goes.
I mean, you're convincing me. I would be down to throw that in there too. The day after he sells everybody's soul, I did not know that. So. He sold
Wansky's soul. He sold somebody else's soul on the timeline. I remember seeing some Ketel hate yesterday. I don't know who it was, but let me just see if we have HRR for Ketel. We do have HRR for Ketel.
Is it juice to hell though?
3+ is -105.
3? Come on.
3. Let me see.
What are the 2 bases?
-135.
I mean, I got -130. I'm done. Let's take that.
Let's take that.
If we need another leg, we'll come back to Barger.
Okay. Barger. Chat, just bet Barger straight. He's hitting a home run after we just talked about it for that long. Okay. Is that it for the ball? For the diamond
That's it for the baseball.
action? Yeah, take the bases. Thanks, Cash Money. Okay. 2 WNBA games tonight, boys. We should have some fun on the dub. I'm excited for both these games for different reasons. Fever taking on the Dream. Dream has been a really fun team to watch this entire season. The Fever, Caitlin Clark's obviously back. Looked a little bit. They've been a little bit shaky this season. Haven't really got it back together. Caitlin is back though. I've got 2 bets in this game. I've got 2 bets in both games. I've got 4 props for you guys. And then I've got a cheeky little 2-teamer that I'd want you guys to tail that I will post on the timeline as well, but I'll drop it for you guys right here first. So first leg or first parlay or first prop from me in this game. This game is in Indiana tonight. So it should be fun in Gainbridge Fieldhouse on a Friday night. I think Tyrese Halliburton's going to be in the house too, which is always fun to watch him in these games. But I'm going with the Dream player. Now, I thought that this was going to fall off when Ryan Howard returned to the lineup, but it hasn't. So I'm just going to go straight back to it. Give me Jordan Canada over 8.5 rebounds and assists. It is a little bit juiced, so it's minus 135. So I paid a little bit of juice here, but she had 9 assists last game. So she hit this line with just assists. She's hit this line in 4 straight games. She had 9 assists and 4 boards against Golden State last game. No statistical backing really to go with against the Fever. She did actually hit this line in one of her last 2 games against Indiana. So, but again, I'm kind of rolling with what she's been doing recently. I think she's going to continue facilitating in running the second unit because she's not starting anymore now that Howard is back. And I'm just going to keep taking this. Not going to overthink it. I like the assist straight as well at 5.5 if you want to go that direction, but she's a good rebounder as well. The Fever are due to bounce back a little bit. Caitlin Clark had a pretty bad first game back. I think she's also due as well. I also think that Aaliyah Boston is in a good spot. She had a pretty bad game back too, and these ladies are really good at home. All that to say, I'm taking Sook's favorite player. Give me Natasha Howard over 5.5 rebounds. Minus 105 is the line I got for this. I actually got this for plus money earlier today, but I'll give you the live line of what it is right now. I don't really understand this line. Now, I know last game that she didn't really grab a bunch of rebounds with Caitlin Clark being back. She only had 2 assists, 4 points, and 1 board in that game. But in her last 5 games leading up to that, or 4 games leading up to that, 9, 10, 12, and 13 rebounds in those games. She's going to have to be big on the glass with Griner and Brianna Jones down low for the Dream. She's had great numbers rebounding the basketball against this Dream team. She had 10 boards against Atlanta earlier this season, 7 the game before that this season, 9 the game before that this season, and then 8 in her last game against Atlanta previously last year. So she's hit this line in 4 straight games against Atlanta. I think she's going to have to hit the glass once again tonight. I also like the PR if you want to go that direction. It's really low. She's had great scoring games against this team, 15 and 10 in their last game, 26 and 7 in their last game too. So as you can see, I have sprinkled on the double-double for the sick value of plus 1,400. This is going to be a sweat. I don't think she's going to get a double-double most likely, but I'm going to be really mad at myself if she has a double-double and I don't take it for that value. So give me Tosh for 5.5 boards and then a little sprink on the double-double. You guys got any thoughts on this? Nice word.
Now, because they're coming off 2 L's to the Sparks, that the one doesn't look good. Obviously, the Valkyries are a tough team. They get up for everybody. But like the Fever have said before, everyone gets up to play them. And now coming off 2 L's, Caitlin being back, they're going to have to get up at home. So I love that 5.5 line.
This line makes no sense. And I'm going to talk about a couple lines in this next game that also make no sense. And I don't know if it's a trap and we've talked about this too with the WNBA. You can't read those traps similarly as you do with the NBA because sometimes they just don't know what they're doing because they don't really care about the WNBA lines as much. So sometimes you just can find the good value and take it and not overthink it. Or I could look like a complete bozo and she has 2 rebounds. But that's betting. That's betting for you. Second game of the night. Now this one's really weird. Got the Seattle Storm, one of our favorite teams to kind of bet on. Really good basketball team. Against the Connecticut Sun. And as Sook likes to say, is this team even a real basketball team? Now, this team that's not the real basketball team beat the Seattle Storm in their last game. This team has played each other twice in the last 5 games. So they've seen each other quite consistently over the last 10 days. It's always really weird to take teams when they've played each other this consistently. And the results have been all over the place. The Storm won by almost 20 points in the first game. You go back to the Sun game, they were 15-point underdogs. They won outright by 10 points. So then what do you do in this game? 18-point spread in Seattle. What's going to happen? Now, I went a little bit against kind of what I was thinking in this game. Tina Charles had her best game of the entire season last game against the Seattle Storm. She had 29 points and I think 13 rebounds. Let me just pull up her stats real quick. She went crazy, right? So, and I just want to, and I want to explain this to you guys because this is the reason why I capped this game this particular way. 29 and 11 in her last game against the Seattle Storm. The game before that, she had 7 points and 2 boards. The game before that last season with the Dream against the same Seattle team, 19 and 17. Now, based on the numbers that I just read you guys coming into this particular game, what would you tell me off an 11 rebound game performance? What would you say that you think her rebounding line would be?
8.5.
Yeah, I would say like 8.5, 9, maybe like with the push.
It's 4.5. So to me, that could literally just be the freest bet of all time. It could, chat. Or she could go like she did in the game previously and only have 2 and not really have a very good game. I'm buying a little bit of the line here, and I'm thinking that Tina Charles is going to come back and reverse back to the mean and not have a 10 rebound performance. If you think that she is going to have a 10 rebound performance, her double-double is plus 2,000. Great bet if you feel that way. But I'm going to go with my rookie who has been like chasing shadows sometimes. But I'm going with Anissa Morrow again. I'm taking her points and rebounds. It's 16.5. She really kind of sold my soul last game. She had 7 boards, so the boards were there, but she didn't get enough playing time. She only played 19 minutes, and she only scored 6 points. Why is her PR 16.5? Because the game before that, when she had substantial minutes, 20 and 11 against the Seattle team. I think that we're getting the books telling us a specific situation here of we think that the Sun are going to lean a little more with giving Morrow a little bit more PT here, and I'm going to take the bait. Again, maybe I look really stupid and Tina Charles goes crazy again, and it was all just free as air, and I just didn't take it. So I don't know. Chat, I said all of that for you guys, so then you can then decide which bait you want to take. Do you want to take the Tina Charles bait and go 4.5 rebounds? That's air. I'm going to ladder it to 10, and you'll look really smart when it does hit. Or you can roll with me, and you think maybe that the rookie's going to get more playing time because they need to see what they have in this girl, and that they've played this team twice in the last 7 days, and they're going to throw her out there again and give her more than 19 minutes. That's my thinking. So again, 16.5 PR, sprinkled the double-double plus 600. Here's my little 2-teamer if you guys want to tail. Little 2-teamer dreamer. Natasha Howard, Anissa Morrow, double-double for both of them, plus 10,000. 2 buttons, $5 gets you like $600 if you want to get a little frisky for both games. Probably my favorite.
Crazier shit.
I have. You're right. Pretty recently, actually. I've gotten so close on a couple of these WNBA little sneaky lottos too. Like I'm getting closer and closer. This is my favorite bet in this game, though. The Morrow plays a little more from the plum, and also she owes. Chat, we all heard that, right? Couldn't get the mute button fast. When you want to talk, you can't be muted, but then when you
it literally glitched. It glitched. Oh my god! I couldn't mute button. It was red on my screen. That's it. I quit. My resignation letter is already in your email. There's when that sounds on stream, the email gets sent out right away. Auto kill.
That was incredible.
I was dead.
Catch this. All the bets are smacking tonight, chat. Oh, dude, that was awesome. All right, my favorite bet in this game. Again, I think that now this one kind of circles a little bit more about the fact that I think that the Storm are going to come out and want to apps.
Sorry. This is not my day today, chat. This is not my day.
Oh my god! Wow, Charlie horse, get it figured out. Eat a banana. Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay. This kind of circles back to the fact that I think that the Storm can't even destroy the Sun after what we saw last game. Gonna get their lick back a little bit. Back at home, it's an 18-point spread. Like they should handle this team with these, right? And if they're gonna do that, Gabby Williams is going to have to be Gabby Williams. So my favorite bet in this game, locked it in earlier today. Give me her PRA. I took her RA last game, and I was really mad at myself because she went crazy scoring, and I didn't have any beans in that. So I'm just taking the PRA. She's hit it in 2 straight games. She's hit it in back-to-back games this season against this Sun team, 21-5-1, and night 16-8-7 against this team. Set it, forget it. Not going to overthink it. Even if this team wins by 20 or 25, Gabby's probably going to have a lot to say about that. Last point on this too, Skylar Diggins cooks this team. She's had 20-plus points in back-to-back games against the Sun. I could see her totally doing that again. She's also hit that 17.5 points line in 4 of her last 5 games at home. I think she has an opportunity to have a really good game once again too for Sky. So, but I'm going with Gabby. I like the PRA. I think she's going to rebound, assist, and put the ball in the bucket. So really like Gabby here. Amaro is a little bit more from the Plumes, and then Howard in Canada in the first game. Mm-hmm. The approves from his plums too.
I do. I was able to set sail.
I love it.
His plums just dropped. We heard it.
Wow.
Absolutely. We heard it live. You saw it, chat.
That was crazy.
What do you?
Mute button failed me.
It's okay. The mute button. Your biggest enemy. The mute button.
The mute button. Your body failed you. What the fuck was that?
It's called a hiccup. Okay. I have a condition.
Sure. I have a condition. Before we cook, like, what do you guys think about that line? Because it makes no. Do you guys agree with me on like that makes no sense? Like, what is your thoughts on that? Like 4.5? Are we kidding me?
I wish I could give you an intelligent response from like a place where I've watched these ladies, right? But to me, with the difference that you just said, usually we would take the over. I don't know, but like again, the nuance there.
V's cooking today. He literally just said the sentence, I wish I could give you an intelligent response.
I wish I could. It's not intelligent. I'm just saying, usually I would bet that, but there's nuance to the situation. Like you said, is a rookie going to get more time? What's the situation here? What about you, Suk? You give the intelligent response. I couldn't.
I don't have an intelligent response either. This league is fucked. I'm so glad the fucking summer league started so I could watch that instead.
Oh my god!
I like watching the dub.
I know you have a good beat on it though. I feel like I tune into one game and then I make a bet the next game and then the girl plays 20 minutes and goes 0-5 from 3. Shout out Rakia Jackson.
Let's go. I have real quick rant and then we'll cook our parlay and we'll get out of here. So I posted this on the timeline yesterday. You guys know I'm at this point. I'm a fan of Kiki Iriafin and Shakira Austin for the Mystics. Great comeback win yesterday against the Aces. And I posted something on the timeline and oh boy, it got some responses. So I called the Shakira Austin and Kiki Iriafin the Twin Towers, which I did not know that was also a nickname that was also given to Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso in Chicago. Apparently, it's also not their nickname. It's the Skyscrapers, has been corrected once again. So someone lost their mind over something that's not even their actual nickname. And oh boy, the Chicago Sky fans came for me real bad. Like they were like, that's not their nickname. Be original. Like get us something better, you bozo. Like, what are we doing? And then the other Sky fans were like, he's right, that they're called the Skyscrapers. Like, what are you guys doing? So in honor of me doing that, also that tweet went crazy, which I was not expecting whatsoever. The Kiki Iriafin and Shakira Austin for me now are called the Washington Monuments. That is what I'm calling them. The Washington Mystics. Can you please pin that as their nickname going forward? And you're welcome when that turns into a thing. So, yeah.
How did I not see this tweet? I'm going through it right now. Holy shit!
Well, I sent it to you when you were already knee deep in Tiesto or wherever you were last night. So
Clooney.
There was no way you were looking. Clooney, yeah. There was no way you were seeing that tweet.
I'm going to Akon tonight, boys.
Oh, Akon and are you going to? You said Akon?
Akon. I'm going to Akon.
Wow.
When Smack That comes on, I just know Slick's gonna act up.
Smack That. Oh, no,
I've been acting up for weeks, boys. I told Kanika that get me a blood test, sign me up for a liver transplant. Some things are gonna have to be done after this.
It's okay. It's the summer, baby. You'll be all right. You're only young once. All right, should we cook? Then we get out of here.
Cook.
Okay. First leg I have locked in is the Trailblazers +4. Second leg I have locked in is Ketel Marte 2 bases. What do you guys want to do? One in each of one of these dub games? Do we want to go back and take some more baseball? What are we thinking?
Do we feel good about a side in that dream game, in the Dream Indiana game?
I sure don't. Really don't.
There's a lot of money on the Indiana side, and it's not like a betting splits thing. It's just the sharps and the public are all in on Indiana. So
they are due, as in they are so due to win. But they've been playing like due. So I really don't want to bet on them to win right now. They should win. They really should. I like the Dream though. They're good. They're better at home though. So
yeah, let's just stay off it.
Yeah, you can take it by yourself if you want in your own little corner. I mean, minus 120 for the money line. Might as well just take the -1 though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like 80% of both money and split tickets.
That's a lot.
Yeah, like is everyone just getting away with free money today? Is that what's happening? Like it feels doubtful.
Never ever.
Could be. I mean, Chef did text me earlier when we were talking that he thinks that Caitlin Clark's going to go crazy. So,
Ooh.
I mean, she had a bad kind of first game back. She's due for a big game.
She's like shooting what, like 10% over her last 25 attempts or something? She needs to get it the fuck together.
Yeah. So
Sure.
I think we just pick some props, or we pick one thing and then we find something else in baseball, in my opinion.
I thought we were gonna do Barger and Marte.
Yeah, let's do that. Barger and Marte.
And then do one WNBA play to call it.
Let's hope V can replicate the thing that's only been done once so far this summer, and that's a 2-0 day. Fuck.
Go back to back, baby. Chad, I just want you guys to know that this is how much Sook hates the WNBA now. He wants 2 baseball plays in our parlay versus another WNBA play.
Famous last words.
Sure. All right. Where's this Barger guy? Where did that go for me? Who do they play again? Oh, it's late
The
night.
Athletics.
Tuck us in. That's right.
Late night.
Late night.
You're going to have to stay up if you want to watch that one.
Oh, Sook will be leaving his house.
Sook will be in the Uber.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm like trying to pull it together. Don't remind me.
I say nothing.
Chad, just so you know, Sook spent the first 45 minutes on the floor of his shower without it even on today. That was his morning.
We've all been there. We have all been there.
Fuck.
He's like, how did you know? I was just making stuff up. No.
I will say that, like, if when I woke up this morning and I blew a breathalyzer, I would not be allowed to operate a motor vehicle.
We've all been there too, as you should. All right, Barger, Marte, Blazers +4, and then WNBA. What do you guys have with the 4 things I talked about? Who do you want to ride with?
I kind of want to go with Gabby or Natasha V.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Natasha rebounds play feels nice, right? At 5.5 too.
I can get down with that. And the only thing that concerns me about the Gabby thing is that if they're just clapping them and she just doesn't play a lot in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows? All right, let's go Natasha then. 5.5 boards. Hey, plus 1,000. Wow, how'd we do that? Blazers +4, Marte 2 bases, Barger 2 bases, Natasha Howard 6 rebounds. Literally plus 1,000 on the nose.
There you go, chat.
Let's go.
Pay for the Friday drinks, hopefully.
The Friday drinks shall be paid for, and Sook will need all the payment necessary. You can Venmo him as well if you'd like to.
Oh my God, I'm wasting so much money, boys. Don't even like remind me.
You got to hit the parlay tonight to pay for it. See, it's all good.
So think of it this way: if you didn't use the season pass to the full effect, you'd be losing money anyways. So might as well.
Sure. All right, I locked it in. No discussions necessary. Natasha Howard 6 rebounds, Addison Barger 2 bases, Cattell Marte 2 bases, Pesky Portland +4. It'd be fun if Pesky Portland takes us home, like the good old days. You know,
it would be so right. It would feel so right.
Absolutely. And chat, if you really want a lotto, we'll talk about that to finish off. If you really want a lotto, just tail this with me. Just write it out with me.
That's insane.
Just get a little frisky. Cup of coffee, 2 buttons. I mean, what else? Sometimes I give you guys like 6 buttons you got to press. This is 2. Just 2.
I only got 1 button.
You've never had to place.
All right now. Akon's gonna be pressing it later. All right, what are we drinking tonight before we send it off?
Tequila.
Yeah, I'm a strictly tequila soda guy. Drink it till you smell like it the next day, baby.
Exactly.
All right now. I'm gonna go with I might get a margarita tonight. Might go Rita. So we're all gonna be in the tequila land. But we shall see. Chat, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you guys today, right here on the All Sauce Team on the Betting News Network. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out to send you off into the weekend, boys. Go follow Vsauce on Twitter. Go follow Just Sook on Twitter. Go follow me at Sweatpants Jesus on Twitter. Go follow all of us at Your Betting News. We appreciate you guys for tuning in every single day. Don't worry, we'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Sook, I'm going to ask you live now. Do you think you're going to be able to make it tomorrow in the morning time?
I gotta say, the way that my life has been going, you know me, I don't like to miss stuff. But Saturday, and Sunday streams looking iffy. Monday morning meeting looking heavy. I don't know. I don't think I can make all three. I think there will be some falter in one of those.
We'll have a separate discussion later. Well,
Matt, this is how you know we have the coolest boss. This is how you know. Live proof right here.
Yeah, I'm just literally telling him in
SPJ's
public.
like, say that after our conversation. Not yet.
could have waited until we turned the stream off to tell me all that, but that's okay. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm sure you guys are going to get out there and have some fun tonight. We will be live with you guys in the morning tomorrow, 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. Questionable to play this weekend. And we'll be live with you guys. We will have a violence report. We won't have it in a full hour, but Trizzy will be with us tomorrow to talk about UFC Nashville. We'll also be going through the soccer with Shags tomorrow, and then giving you guys some more fun in the WNBA and so much more tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a V appearance tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
Are you going to some random thing going on tomorrow tonight where you're going to be in shambles in the morning?
I wish I was, boys. That would be. I texted Sook this. I'm in desperate need of a vendor. I mean, what? Who said that? I didn't say that.
You got to be good to pass your test. Good to pass your test. Don't forget.
Yeah. Before I go to Akon, though, boys, I'm going to a music festival before that as well. So pretty jam-packed tonight.
Holy.
I'm so tired of this guy. And the fact that
you're just jealous that you're not home right now.
I am. I'm so jealous.
I will say, Chad, if anybody's cares, it's looking like there's a big possibility that we will be doing another meetup, and it's probably going to be in Chicago again. I feel like that's probably what we're going to end up doing, and it's going to be later in the fall this year. So if you enjoyed hanging out with us last year in Chicago, all of our Chicago peeps and also people that are close, we're probably going to end up doing the same thing again. So be on the lookout for that. But there's a Saucy 4. If you guys would like to get involved at the right there, the 4-teamer for the vibes. Send you guys off into the weekend and pay for the drinks. Boys, anything else?
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
Take the over on Sook puking today.
We've already got one.
I was about to say it already cashed.
3.5 plus money, baby.
Oh my god.
You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a fantastic Friday night. We will see you in the morning and we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, Chad. Have a good one. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about